John Bird.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm tired of kind of feeling like I'm not in the know. Hold on a second. So I'm monitoring several places. I've got 2 iPads and I've got my computer here. Whoa. Let me pull that over.
I don't. For some reason, I don't believe you. What are you doing for real? What are you doing over there?
I'm monitoring different news sources, and I've got this one. Actually, my iPad 52, which is the latest. It monitors all of the governments around the world, their news services. And when it finds a particular word that I'm looking for, it will bring it up, and then it will translate it for me. So that's what I've got working on that one.
Okay.
And then on this one, I'm actually monitoring the Earth. And well, no, you don't have to. No, you can come over. And then what?
John Bird, none of this is even on. None of these are on.
Prove it.
I'm looking at it.
You're looking at it, but maybe you're lying.
I told you he wasn't on doing anything.
Hold on. Oh, man, you made me lose my connection with Afghanistan.
World governments.
I thought he was doing something for work or something.
I knew. I just knew he's not doing anything. So whatever. It's fine. Let him do what he wants to do.
I just went up feeling important.
You just
Oh man.
Listen. It's okay, John Bird. You keep working. Keep working. It's okay. Seriously, it's fine.
You know what? You guys have a good time talking stuff. I'm gonna watch cat videos on YouTube.
Do you have the Wi-Fi password?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just
okay. I'm gonna look.
Were those things even have powered on, or were?
No, the cords aren't even connected.
Oh, they don't need to be. Okay, to kitty cat.
Okay, you listen. You do what you got to do, and we'll worry about this.
Okay.
Here's the shot of him. Every time you pan the camera over there, I'm just like, Okay, so first order.
He was jumping, he was trying to jump from the bed over to the window. I guess he thought it was open, but he jumps and he butts his head and he falls down and he rolls around and runs out. Cats are crazy. I mean, I love dogs too, but man, cats are just the craziest, don't you think? We should do. This guy. I gotta close this, man. I can watch this stuff later. You know, the web's it's a good thing and a bad thing. You know.
I don't know whether we should be frightened or need to seek help.
I think what we need to do is we need to move on. So, you were very late today, which is okay because we knew what you were doing.
Yes.
But can I, for the sake of my own sanity, because you know I'm a basket case and I'm always worst case scenario. I thought you were dead. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you had died in a fiery car wreck.
Mm-hmm. I would have texted you if I died in a car wreck.
I'm sure you would have. I'm just going to get you to share your location with me. You don't have to share it indefinitely, but like on Thursdays when we leave the station, I'll just get you to share your location till you get here. And that way at least I know, like he's moving.
I thought you wanted me to tell, and I was like, well, I was at work, and then I got
No. Don't share all that. Don't share all that. I just mean on your iPhone, you can easily share locations between iPhones.
What am I, an 11-year-old?
I'll give you my location.
Okay, I'll feel better about that.
We'll swap location. Like, it's like Trish, P. Diddy, these people have my locations 24/7, and I will be more than happy to give you mine. But as long as I've got your location, especially on days like this, I know you're not dead, and because you're a John Bird, are you listening?
I just sent you my location.
Okay.
So you're set up.
Thanks, buddy.
Sure.
I appreciate that. A lot of stuff to talk about on today's podcast. we have the biggest issue of the day is the big TikTok ban. People have been still talking about that. That's going on in real time. You know that it's passed the House of Representatives. It now has to make its way to the Senate. And this is the red flag, and I'll keep saying it. When Democrats and Republicans are on the same page about an issue, you should be weary. And the same people that allowed Chinese spy balloons and all this other stuff to happen, like, are all of a sudden worried about what's on my phone. Like, you flew a balloon, you allowed a Chinese spy balloon to fly over our military bases, but you're like, oh no, they've got access to Andrew's front camera on his phone. Wait, okay, they got a bunch of videos of me sitting on the toilet pooping. So what? It doesn't matter to me.
No, there's more to it, and you talked about that today, and I think Zuckerberg is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I really think that, because there's a lot, and actually there's been a trend over the past several months since they first started talking about this, where a lot of the larger TikTok creators are really moving over and pushing, like, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Really hard. And YouTube.
There's people that, I mean, they have a decent income that comes out of TikTok. There's a bunch of weird stuff, too. But Tony Gump is the only one that's going to be safe from all this because he doesn't like social media at all.
And I got to say, I don't like social media. But, the whole TikTok ban thing. But I got to say, the two scariest words together in the English language are bipartisan agreement.
Yeah.
Scary.
Very, very scary. So
it means they're screwing you twice.
Exactly. And so for people that aren't up to date on this, NBC News tells us that concerns over U.S. TikTok ban escalate among creators, users after House bill passes. I think this article is just generally talking about people. I guess they interviewed people that are creators on there, and that's one thing I worry about. There's some really dumb creators on TikTok. You see them, and they're just doing live videos, and people are tipping them and all this kind of stuff. But, I mean, there's some businesses out there that rely on it. There's some people that, you know, I mean, that is their stream of income.
Yeah, I mean, they're truly serious about their brand. And, I mean, the ones I follow to make me laugh. I like educational. I like funny cat videos.
Yeah,
I've subscribed to several of those.
Right.
So, you know, and I love, actually on the TikTok, you can, where it says, you know, follows, it's like people that follow you, you can swipe that bad boy over to the left, and you get like scientific shorts, and like they have like a little short video on like Mars.
Interesting.
Stuff like, and like, you know, like the bottom of the ocean and what the pressure's like. So, I mean, sometimes I'll, you know, just go over to that.
I'm fascinated with, what do you call it, oceanology? I'm fascinated with, like, under-the-sea stuff and, like, marine life and all this. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but I've always been fascinated by, like, what's in the ocean. What's the stuff that, like, we don't get to see. Stuff like way down in the ocean.
Down, like the fish has got, like, the light, and it's like.
So there's two things. Like there's two things. I don't trust my government, okay? No. And TikTok, I think, is fun. Now, Tony Gump, as you always point out, in China, they have TikTok, but it looks nothing like ours. Their TikTok is all educational videos to actually benefit society, unlike what we have here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yes, it is.
But does it benefit I guess it benefits the government because it's more brainwashing tools. Right?
Yeah, it's propaganda as well. But they're not watching stupid videos like we are. Like so we talked today about Froggy Fresh. Everybody know Froggy Fresh? He is, Tyler Cassidy is his name. And he used to be, he came up, I think in the early 2000s, and he was doing songs, just kind of weird songs. They were corny and cheesy, but they were just so catchy. Well, now he does on TikTok and other platforms. He sells his services and will write you a song based on what information you give him. Again, we talked about this, and if you're watching this and you don't listen to our radio show, you need to change that.
Sure do.
Talk995.com or AndrewMcLeanWho.com, 11 to 2 Central Time. Boom, there it is. And so he puts these songs together at the tune of like $400, $500 a pop, which seems steep. But for him to write a song about you on whatever topic you want him to write about, it's usually like, hey, I want to write a song about my girlfriend. Or some people want to write a song about their business. Well,
that's called a jingle.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's doing jingles.
Yeah, congratulations for him. I've been doing jingles since 1988. I've had over 212 clients. Thank you.
So you're gonna do this first. Let's test out Froggy Fresh.
Okay. Yeah.
Since I'm over explaining, here's some examples of Froggy Fresh doing his
What's up,
deal.
y'all? It's Froggy Fresh, located in Clarksville, Tennessee. Palco Roofing is your one-stop shop for your general contractor needs. Re-roofing, drywall, flooring, windows, vinyl siding, and gutters. Call Palco Roofing and let them help you get the job done. Tornado came through and it ripped off my roof. It ruined all my floors and my drywall too. My vinyl siding and my gutters gone. My windows laying in the neighbor's lawn. I need somebody who can patch me up. I know somebody who is fast enough. A man named Brandon from Tennessee. He put my roof back on for me. Brandon, don't abandon me, 'cause my house needs a roof. And the boys at Palco Roofing are the boys I'm gonna choose. 'Cause they do my roof up right for me.
So
It's passable.
that is pretty good. I want to scroll through a couple of these because there's some funny ones. And what you'll do, Tony, because you're not a TikTok, you'll click the down button.
All right.
And
There
see
we
what
go.
we got.
All right, 1 second.
Should've left the stupid tree stump alone. I got a stump out in my yard. I tried to pull it out, but it's way too hard. Blew the engine on my truck. I should've called Sean down at NC Stump. I got a stump out in my yard.
I mean, it's catchy.
Is this copyrighted or what's
No,
the
these
deal?
are songs he's making.
Okay.
I should've called Sean down at NC Stump.
Okay.
If you got a tree stump and you're in the Wake Forest, NC area, just call NC
What the hell is he
Stump
doing in my
at
state?
1-855
Yeah, this is
NC
your
Stump.
people.
This is
All right, go to
Froggy
the next
Fresh
one. We'll just
signing
fly
off.
through a couple of these.
What's up? It's Froggy Fresh. Check out the 15th annual Massachusetts Tattoo and Arts Festival.
Okay,
in
so it
Sturbridge,
does events and stuff. We should've got him to do
March
one for
22nd through the
O'Sherry.
24th at the
I'll go to the next one.
Massachusetts Tattoo and Arts. I really want to live. Couldn't find a right house with a yard
Go,
for my
so go back
kids.
to the beginning. See what it's.
Girl, don't
Oh, this one, yeah.
Lucky Lang Real Estate. Looking for a house, I was up, I was down. I was pulling on my hair, driving all across town. But I ain't gotta deal with none of that now. 'Cause I'm at Lucky. Looking for a crib
He's
to
a real estate
I
agent.
couldn't find a place where I really wanna live. Couldn't find a right house with a yard for my kids. Till I met Lucky. Girl, don't get me started. You want brand new things, but you still ain't found a man to help you find your place. Girl, I can help you find him, baby girl. I know his name.
This is
Can
crazy.
help you with your house. The man's name is Lucky Lane. Hey, Lucky, what you got for me? There ain't no house too high for me. I almost
Why do you seem so unimpressed, John Bird?
Lucky Lane. Hey,
Oh, I do?
You seem unimpressed with this.
Really? That's
Yeah.
because I am.
All right, let's just do a couple more and see if they get better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at
I'm
this
sure
guy.
they will. I'm sure they will.
there's things
That's
that
a good
is
look.
figured
You got
out that
when you
other
switch it, you got to
people
rewind it
don't.
at the beginning for some reason because TikTok's stupid.
Dan Steele, your friend Dirty Mike paid me to write a song about himself. When he texted you for ideas about what he should put in the song, you said, dinosaurs are bullshit and the earth is flat. Dirty Mike said that while he does respect you, he doesn't align with those values and would like to separate himself from you in that regard in order to save his own reputation. Let's get it. I've been living my life on the flat earth. Everything I thought I figured out doesn't matter now. I thought dinosaurs were real until I met Dan Steele. Who's this fucking dumb clown, Neil deGrasse Tyson? How does he know science? And who gave him his license? Is someone gonna tell him that there's no outer space? Tell him now or Dan Steele is gonna punch him in the face. There's things Dan Steele knows that other people don't. There's things that he's figured out that other people won't. like how to make use of his friend Dirty Mike, and how every single smart person's wrong and Dan's right. Dinosaurs can go suck a dick, they're not real. You ain't gonna pull a fast one on old Dan Steele. Try to trick him into thinking we revolve around the sun. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you think the man's dumb?
Yeah, that's good. Flat Earth people are the best. All right, one more. Let's do one more.
Right.
And just take it back to the beginning.
So it's not too late. Peace.
All right, go past this one. This one. I gotta find a good one real quick.
You'll be looking a while.
Keep going. Go to the next one.
This young man thought you sit down when you pee. You
Oh,
handicapped
here you go.
criminals go earn a degree. One of those things is good, one of those is bad. But none of y'all probably ever met your real dad. Kurt, I love the way you squirt. I love the way you sit down when you pee. Kurt, don't get your feelings hurt and go give Sling Blade his degree. Yeah, somebody's gotta teach these pedophiles how to read.
Whoa.
And read about how Kurt sits down to pee.
So Kurt is apparently a guy that gets criminals their GED or something.
Such a pussy ass bitch. Get your ass off the toilet seat when you take a piss. I done had a fucking up for this stupid ass shit. Damn, Kurt, what you got, a baby dick or a clit? Kurt, how you gonna find your fix cons in your class when you gotta yell for your wife to come and wipe your ass? Pull your stupid ass little Jurassic Park panties down. Grab your little fucking dick. It's time to piss like daddy now. Kurt, you a grown ass motherfucking teacher. R. Kelly don't piss like that, so you don't do that neither. You stand up and pee the way that R. Kelly does. Not exactly like him, I just mean standing up. Damn. Kurt, I love the way you squirt. I love the way you sit down when you pee.
Okay, that's enough. John Bird's
Is
not
this
having a good
supposed to
time.
be an advertisement for like a plumbing place or toilet?
No, so this one had a guy that says, I got a friend named Kurt. He probably works in a prison or something, helping criminals get their GED, but he sits down when he pees, and I want you to make a song about it.
Okay.
So this is somebody just getting one made about their friend.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I see. There's 18 curse words in there. That was good. I wish he'd have gotten to 20.
Kurt,
I really do.
I love the way you squirt.
That's probably the most cursing we've had in like within a 30-second period ever.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you want me? Do you want me to beep it once this is over?
No, you can do what you want with it. I don't give a shit. I mean, I really don't give a fuck. You know what? You know what? This guy is what is wrong with America. You know, he's this little twit, and he's like, would beat the shit out of him. If I found his address, I would love to. You know, he's doing this little thing to walk up, and all you see is a fist coming through. Pow!
Man,
Knock him out. I can't stand.
We
him.
don't promote any violence.
No, we do not. By the way,
Well, he promotes profanity and peeing sitting down. Maybe the guy is peeing sitting down. Do you ever stop to think that maybe he has some kidney stone issues?
maybe.
You know, maybe there's something. Maybe his wee willy winker got rotted off or something.
Yeah, maybe. Let's do this. First of all, take a breath. John Bird, breathe. Take a drink of water.
Excuse me.
And I don't want Froggy Fresh, okay? I don't want Froggy Fresh to leave a bad taste in your mouth. And I don't mean that in any kind of weird sexual way.
He would write a song about that.
So, his real name is Tyler Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
And he does make some beautiful music, in my opinion. And so, when he was Froggy Fresh, he was this rapper, really corny white rapper, and then he turned into Tyler Cassidy, where he played music, like, regular music. Not that rap's not regular music, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
White people music, piano and stuff like that. And so I just wanted to give you a couple examples of that, the Tyler Cassidy that came after Froggy Fresh.
I wonder if that's his real name, Froggy Fresh or Tyler Cassidy.
I don't know.
Probably neither one.
Here's one of his songs, and it's called "Boyfriend." And just give it a listen and see what you think of it.
Okay, now you know what? This is serious. So
Yeah.
I've given him thumbs down on the comedy.
It's fine.
That's okay.
It's fine.
His jingle writing's a little suspect, but let's see. Come on, give it to me.
You look so amazing in that sundress. Wonder what you look like when you're undressed. I can see the future in your eyes. You know I would never tell you lies. I just wanna see you smile, so stick around a while, baby. I see your man blowing up your phone, telling you that you need to come home. F that clown, he ain't about a thing. Look, I don't see no engagement ring. You said that he did you dirty, so what's the harm in flirting, baby? Cause your boyfriend's a bitch, he ain't shit. He can suck on my dick, I ain't with all that shit. Why he do you like this when you're home all alone? Why he out fucking around with them hoes?
Okay, so what do you think?
Cause your boy.
Well, I like his hair here.
Okay.
Okay.
It's better than the long hair?
Well, actually, he look at that. His piano needs tuning desperately. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not the greatest on piano, but I did start on piano, and
you don't like it?
I don't like it at all.
Okay. All right.
It's very and the I can't stand that.
One more, and then I'll just give up. Okay, let's just hit the next button
Give
on
me
that
a good
YouTube
one. Give
video.
me one that's gonna. I want to like that little bastard. I really do.
All right, so try that one, Tony. That'll work.
Okay.
Click that one, and then let's go to this one here.
I've been working a long time
Looks
now.
good.
Like the beard.
I've been working for free.
Uh-oh.
Don't nobody around this town give a damn about me. I've been slaving away all my life through the whip and the chain. And lately I can't help but feeling like I'm going insane. Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
How about the hands in the air?
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break.
Gotta give him a break.
How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Okay, that's good. Now, in my defense for allowing that to play, if you look through the comments of that video, it consists of a bunch of black people saying that he gets a pass, and they're actually inviting him to the barbecue. So, according to users on YouTube, he was allowed to say it.
I guess my thing is it started off really good. I liked the look, and he still had a little bit of the natively thing, but it had a kind of an angst to it.
Had some soul to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he sang about giving African Americans a break, but that's not what he said. He could have said, "Give this African American a break."
Just too many syllables.
Okay. "Give this black man a break."
That works better.
See?
Yeah.
Or give this brown man or give this chocolate man a break. Kind of use different adjectives.
Right.
But to me, it's lazy. It's lazy. It started out strong. He was like, what do I do? All I know are curse words.
Well, I thought it was kind of genius because it was like, well, I don't know, genius, risky, because it was either you were going to hit it big or you were going to get canceled, and he did it in a way with such soul that he got the pass, the N-word pass from the community, and he just went with it, and everybody loves the song.
Then I'm going to do one.
No, don't.
See, exactly.
It's you just don't want to.
Exactly.
Don't want to risk it.
What I think how he got away with it is because he used the word so many times. South Park did this 2 decades ago with the word shit. They said it on one, but they said it like 200 times in their episode, which made it okay because it normalized the word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a little psychological thing.
Yeah, I just it's bittersweet. He's got talent that hasn't been developed. If I had time and he had the money, I could develop him.
I'm going to get him. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get him on the show, and we're going to have him sit in that chair right there, sit right beside you, and we're going to talk about it, and maybe get you to give him some advice.
Oh, yeah, and at the end of the interview, it's me and him.
Doing what?
I got my guitar. He's got his guitar.
Dueling banjos?
I ain't playing with him, playing against him. Let's see what he's got.
Devil went down to Georgia.
That's what it was.
man, I mean, and I'm happy for him. I mean, I really am. But you know what? I think it's important that it be done right. So here's what I'm prepared to do, Andrew. For $5, 2 Twix bars, and a 6-pack of Mountain Dew Zero, I will do one about the show, about Over the Line.
Fair enough. I say do it.
Yeah, but you tell me what you want it to be about, and you can challenge me. Challenge me, please.
Well, I mean,
I'll find out on Friday, and you know what? Come Monday Night Live, boom.
You're going to do it live.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, I can do it live, but no, just you know what? Just wait and see.
Okay.
That's
That'll work. That's fine. We'll make it happen. So anyway, how did we even get here? Are we talking about TikTok?
Yes.
Did you see the video? What I played today on the radio show with Nancy Pelosi? Did you see her?
No.
Making those comments. Here's actually, that's it. This is her when she was speaking on the House floor about the TikTok ban.
The gentlewoman is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I thank the gentleman for yielding and for his leadership on this very important issue, and I thank the distinguished chairwoman of the Energy and Commerce Committee and associate myself with her remarks, as well as with Mr. Palone's. I thank Mr. Christian Morphy and Mr. Gallagher, Chairman Gallagher of the Select Committee
disgusting.
On China for their great leadership, bringing this legislation forward to the Committee of Jurisdiction, legislative jurisdiction.
Today, Junior, get to it.
And it's interesting to
Bert
hear
is so
this
angry today.
respectful debate. First of all, this is not a ban on TikTok. I'm a grandmother of teenagers. I understand the entertainment value, the educational value, the communication value, the business value for some business on this. This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe, a winner. A winner. And here's what I have to say. The people of China.
So, she says this is tic-tac-toe, John Bird.
Let me take a breath. I'm just getting too worked up. I'm sorry, everybody.
Do you need to step outside? Or do you need to scream? Can he scream?
I mean, it'd be kind of weird, but sure.
Just don't do it straight into the mic if you have to.
I'll scream into my arm.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm a little dizzy, but I feel much better. I do. All right, I'm feeling good now.
Good.
It's good to get it out.
Yes, it
Screen
is.
therapy.
So I suggested it.
Thank you, Andrew.
You're welcome.
You're a good friend.
Yes. Anyway. Why is this podcast so weird all the time? That's my question.
It's crazy.
One thing I came across this morning, it is 13 years since Charlie Sheen went on that crazy whatever. I guess it was a bender, and then he claimed he was clean.
Yes.
I always found this fascinating that Charlie Sheen kind of went through that phase, and what you got to respect is he didn't care. No. Like, he didn't care about the criticism, the judgment, any of that stuff. And I went and revisited it this morning. I watched part of one of the interviews, and it's wild to look back on this. I want you to watch this. I think this is Good Morning America, where they interviewed him after he was allegedly clean. Watch this.
He really wanted to prove to you that he is clean now.
Yes, good morning again, George. And he claims no drugs right now, but we
George
did talk a
Scummalopolis.
lot about his past drug use. Charlie Sheen has never been more candid about it and makes no excuses for it. He also shared with us some of what really happened that night last month when he was rushed to the hospital after a drug-filled night with porn stars. Your anger and your hate, I think, is coming off as erratic to people.
Passion, my passion. It's all passion.
Your passion is coming off as erratic to people.
Well, you borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard. Yeah, because it fires in a way that is, I don't know, maybe not from this particular terrestrial realm.
I think some of those things that you're putting out there are making people think something's wrong with you.
That has nothing to do with me, really. I mean, they're entitled to, I suppose, interpret stuff as they must. What are you a doctor of?
Some are saying that you're bipolar.
Wow, what does that mean?
I guess that you're on two ends of the spectrum.
Wow. And then what? What's the cure? Medicine? Make me like them? Not gonna happen. I'm winning. I win here and I win there. Now what? If I'm bipolar, aren't there moments where a guy like crashes and like in the corner, like, oh my God, it's all my mom's fault? Shut up. Shut up. Stop. Move forward.
Have you had any celebrities reach out to you to try and help you?
Yeah, like radical people like Sean Penn and Mel Gibson and Colin Farrell and just radical people, and they're not telling me what to do.
Who gave you the best piece of advice?
Well, they didn't give me any advice, and within that, there's great advice. It was just love, and so just to see. It's oftentimes says unknown, but occasionally a giant marquee name comes through on your caller ID, and it's like winning.
When was the last time you used?
I use a blender. I use a vacuum cleaner. I use household items. When was the last time I ingested or took drugs?
Yes. When was the last time you took drugs?
Such an AA stupid expression or term. I don't remember. I do not remember.
A week ago, 2 weeks ago,
maybe a month
2 days ago,
6 weeks. I don't know. It was a couple days before the suits rolled in and said, change everything. We're shutting you down.
Tell me about the last time you took drugs.
The last time I took drugs, I probably took more than anybody could survive.
What are we talking about? How much?
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed. I have one gear. Go. Because I'm me. Because I'm me. I'm different. I just have a different constitution. I have a different brain. I have a different heart. I have a different, I get tiger blood, man.
You don't worry that you're going to die when you take that many drugs?
Dying's for fools.
But you're only human.
Now, there's certain blends I will not entertain because that's how people go down. I'm too smart to do that. So, I'm sorry for the guys that happened to, but you should have read the directions before you showed up at the party.
So you actually have a strategy about how you take your drugs?
No, I just have a couple of rules. I don't know if it's a strategy.
You're clean right now.
Sure.
So is this better now? Your life now, clean with your children?
Yeah,
is it better than being on drugs?
It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. No, it doesn't compare. They're whole different realities. There's great things about both, but what I'm harnessing now is absolute, focus. Mm-hmm. It's exciting. It's exciting. I've come back from a place that people can put labels on it and they can figure all this stuff out. They can try to normalize it, boring, stupid, and that's fine. But for me, it's I've just answered to a higher calling, and it happened in the blink of an eye, and I'm totally excited by it.
Are you worried you're going to relapse?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not going to. Period. The end.
But how do you
know? I blinked and I cured my brain. That's how. Everybody has the power. Just because everybody, can't is the cancer of happen. Mm-hmm. Can't is the cancer of happen. I can't do it. The Nike slogan doesn't say just try it. Oh, okay. Just try it. No, just do it, man.
But you love to party.
I mean, what's not to love? Especially when you see how I party, man. It was epic. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like, droopy-eyed, armless children.
When you look back at the last time you used drugs, are you disgusted with yourself, or do you think, how could I have done that?
I'm proud of what I've created. It was radical.
You're proud of that party moment?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Drugs?
No,
Why would you be?
Because I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD. One of the women who was here.
What's that got to do with me?
You're showing them
that's got nothing to do with me. That's all on her.
That's the best line so far.
If she does, I'm sorry.
You say that you like the feeling of being on drugs, and it's exciting and fun.
Not anymore. It bored the hell out of me after a while. I was like, okay, let's try something else.
How can anyone believe that you will stay clean, given your track record?
I'm not interested in what people believe. I'm interested in what I believe, and I believe in the truth, and that's what rules me.
And Charlie Sheen did.
I got to be honest. Going back and watching that is absolutely fascinating. And maybe the most fascinating part of that is two things. One, I don't think he's high in that video, in that interview. I don't see a lot of licking the lips. I don't see a whole lot of just random twitching and things of that nature. He sounds erratic. He's talking really fast. But I think he was legit, like, I'm not on drugs anymore, but because I was doing so much blow, it was, it's kind of got me perma high. I think we all know somebody in our lives that did so many drugs that they kind of being high was their personality, so they're still like that.
Yeah.
But the fascinating part, if that's true, what's fascinating is the way he quit was he said he just blinked his eyes and did it. He just quit. And there are people out there that are wired that way. I don't know if he's one of them, but there are people that can do that with drugs, alcohol, cigarettes. They can just stop. And is he one of them?
No.
I can't tell you.
No. There's no way. I mean, look at how addictive. Talk about an addictive personality. I mean,
I've just got one
I have
gear.
an addictive personality, and I don't go, boom, oh, hey, that's it. No, he's not. But I mean, I agree with you. I don't think he was high.
Can we Google where's Charlie Sheen today?
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard anything about him as of late. And we're probably the only podcast talking about him today. The 13th anniversary of Tiger Blood. Let's see. What's the date on that top one? It's December 2023. That's close enough.
Okay.
Charlie Sheen says his return of... Get that stupid ad out of the way. Charlie Sheen says his return to TV after Possession is surreal. Do you believe in miracles? So is he back on TV?
Was he possessed?
I don't know. It said he's been lying low for the past 6 years while he focused on his sobriety, parenting his 14-year-old twins, and settling into what he calls a predictable routine far out from the spotlight. But now he's back in the spotlight. He's 58, dipping his toes back into the acting world, starting with an appearance, playing himself in 2 episodes of Chuck Lorre's New Max Sports Gambling dramedy bookie. Okay, yeah, I don't watch his stuff, so I don't know. So he's back on TV, or he's back in movies, which good for him. I mean, if 6 years he's spent on his sobriety, that's great.
Well, I don't know. He talked about the blink in the eye. There's got to have obviously been a relapse if for the past 6 years, and we're talking about
13 years ago.
Yeah, so it was basically 2010, roughly, or 11.
Yeah.
And then the last 6 years he's been laying low because of addiction. And then there was a period of time where he relapsed.
Yeah, he's probably relapsed.
I know that. I do know a couple people that straight out quit cold turkey, whatever, on like cigarettes and alcohol before. So it is possible. People that were in for a long time.
With cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's not possible for Charlie Sheen, though. Well, when you get addicted to drugs or alcohol or whatever, relapse is always possible, no matter who you are. And, they say when you're an alcoholic at once, even if you quit and you stay sober, you're still an alcoholic. You're always going to be an alcoholic. You're always going to be a drug addict.
Yeah.
And it's just a battle that you have to fight every day to remain sober.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's an adrenaline junkie as well. So when you have an addictive personality, a lot of things, and sometimes you don't know what will trigger it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's been a heavy influencer over the years. I hope the best for him, honestly.
A heavy influencer and a heavy user.
Yeah, platoon, man.
Influence user. Platoon. What is that?
He was in that movie in 1986, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I don't think he was up for an Oscar, but I think maybe the movie was.
You may want to guess how old that was in 1986.
1.
That's right. 1 years old. I was pooping my pants.
Well, then you missed a great movie.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. Charlie Sheen is a pretty influential name, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think we can all agree with it. And, Tony, you and I were talking before the show about a list that was put out by the PBD podcast, or PDB. PBD.
Yeah.
So Peanut Butter and David. Patrick, Bet,
and
Davis.
Data. Yeah, David, yeah.
Data. And so they put out a list of the most America's most influential last names.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a pretty interesting list. Now, Charlie Sheen wasn't on this list, but there were some interesting names from what we
really
came across.
Yeah, and I like how they came up with the names. It's America's most influential last names, so it doesn't necessarily mean one person, but the last name of that group had influence on America, not
and it
the
doesn't
globe,
mean
but just America.
Doesn't mean good or bad. It's just influential in some
Correct.
way.
It could be either way.
So let's see if Bird is on this
All
list.
right, here we go. So yeah, it says social, economic, political, family, and it rates them all.
Okay. Clinton's.
Okay.
At 24, you think that'd be a little higher.
influence, I guess, out of 10.
The Hiltons make sense. Empires of Enterprise. Emmanuel, cultural. Who is Emmanuel?
Emmanuel, he was the mayor of Chicago, and then he was chief of staff for Obama.
Oh, Rahm Emanuel. Okay.
And his cousin or brother is like a big media person.
Yeah, that's Democrat scumbags. Speaking of Democrat scumbags, there's Mike and Barack Obama. The Mars, Empires of, what is Mars?
Mars Candy.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
big money.
Man, they've been getting busy. Look at those kids.
Yeah, I know. It didn't.
Yeah, and the Betchel family, they're big with the economy. They had to do with.
They look pretty old.
Yeah.
Are they still doing the economy stuff?
And this article, it actually explains what they did and stuff, and it goes into depth.
Bloomberg.
Oh,
yeah. The Pritzker family.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
Pritzkers, you've got J.D. Pritzker in the governor of Illinois.
Yep.
Real scumbag. Democrat, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think his sister or sister-in-law is like one of these big wigs at Harvard, which was harnessing all the DEI and the perjury and all that kind of stuff. And they were pushing her to resign. But anyway. DuPont. We all know DuPont.
DuPont.
Yeah, lots of.
I worked at a DuPont factory building things. And what they would do is they would take subsidy money and we would build something, and then the next month we would tear it down.
Interesting.
It's your money at work.
DuPont, Zuckerberg, Kardashians and Jenners.
That's got to be
obviously.
social. Yeah, 9 on social.
Gotta be.
Bezos. Man, these are a little further back than I thought they'd be. The Koch brothers.
Yeah.
You've got the Bush family.
Now we're getting into some heavy hitters.
Yeah. So we're in the Skull and Bones top 10. Kennedy's, obviously, the Murdoch family, Bill Gates, the Soros. How is Soros at number 7? This dude's literally trying to wreck the largest economy
Remember,
in the
it's
world.
not good or bad. It's just influence in total.
All right, so the Soros at number 7. George Soros and his gay little son. Henry Ford.
Yeah, his family.
and
Every
his
car I've
family.
ever owned is broken down on me. It's a Ford.
Elon Musk at number 5.
Yeah,
Okay. I thought maybe he'd be a little lower on the list compared to some of these other names. Donald Trump at 4. I give him that. That's fine.
A lot of people hate him, but his influence is big.
And it's spanned over decades. Number 3 is the Walton family. That's the Walmarts.
My favorite show. Oh,
Yeah, not that.
not the TV show from the 70s with John Boyd.
No, which I don't remember that
All
either.
right, here we go.
The Rothschilds at number 2.
There it is.
I just said the R word on the podcast.
I can't believe they're actually posting this, by the way. I'm glad we're in the future.
I'm surprised they're at number 2 because I have no idea who number 1's going to be.
Most people don't know idea who number 2 is.
And the Rockefellers. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Everybody
So
knows
the
that.
Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, these people run the globe. These are the guys that pull the strings, and they have for generations, going back to, wars, World War I, Nazi Germany.
Late 1800s, early 1900s, kind of built America, the builders of America.
Yeah, Tony knows that history up and down
Yeah, he
on
does.
how powerful
Oh, yeah.
these people
Battle
are.
of Waterloo. Look that up. That's where it kind of all started for the big empires.
You mean the Battle of Waterloo?
Yeah.
With Napoleon?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes back that far.
Crap, I
That's
did
the
some
first.
reading.
That's the first time where they funded both sides of a war, so they knew the winner. They bet big on the market in England, and the Rothschild family took over the Bank of England after that war, or after the battle. Excuse me.
We haven't really talked about it that much on the podcast because we don't want to die for talking about these things.
Yeah.
But no, he's right. I mean, Tony's taught me a lot of that stuff when it comes to the history of most of that. But yeah, it goes back to the beginning. I mean, they were calling the shots, and that still goes on today. We talked about on the radio show why do politicians seem to want war all the time, and it's because they're playing both sides.
Yep, war is good business.
If war's going on, they're making money from their side and from the opponent's side. And it's just scumbaggery across
playing
the
with
board.
human lives like they're chess pieces.
And it makes it so much easier to maintain control when you fight on both boxers in the boxing match, you know?
Now, the question is when we make a cover photo for this video, do we put Jacob Rothschild's picture on it?
No.
Why not?
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
if
care
we
if
just
he's dead.
What if we just put a picture of a coffin?
Okay, but you're not going to put our child on there.
Rothschild's Ray.
Rothschild's Ray?
Yes.
Yeah, because, I mean, this, you know.
I won't put him on there. It's fine. Most people aren't even going to recognize him.
Well, I mean, see, the problem is I'm such a huge social influencer that he'll be able to find out the information on me. He'll be able to find out where the where the skeletons are in the closet, because I have admitted that I've killed a man.
What?
Yes.
Now, I got to say this. I think it's interesting how the two most influential last names, we rarely ever hear about them anywhere anymore.
And they begin with the letter R. Coincidence?
So you're an influencer in what, like cat message boards, or like where's your influence?
Oh, I just like to influence the people around me with love. That's all it was. And humor. I'd make people laugh.
You ever been through a humiliation ritual, John?
Actually, I haven't. It's not a ritual, but I've been through many, many humiliations in my life.
On a weekly basis? Sorry.
What's the most humiliating thing that's ever happened to you? But don't give us the band story, because we've already talked about that.
Yeah, that was, and not the broken glasses story.
Yeah.
You heard that one where I went up to get my award, and I had the big bug glasses that were real big in the late.
And you fell and broke your glasses.
And
yeah.
I was walking quickly to get back.
Yeah. We got that story. You got another one?
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of micro.
Just give us whatever
issues.
Micro humiliation.
Micro humiliation. Well, and this is a private thing. I did propose to someone, and they turned me down, even though I thought it was, it was real.
Did it not work out? Like that was it? At that?
I mean, just little things like that just chip away, at your self-confidence. Then there was a time I was on stage, and we were playing an auditorium, and they had these big lighting trees, and they were on like lunch tables. And I was playing a song, and our guitar player had a 1969 Les Paul Gold Top, which he shouldn't have been playing. He should have had it in the case.
Right.
But he let me borrow it for the song that we were doing. And so I'm jamming along, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a little closer to the crowd. So I put a foot on that lunch table, and it went gloom. So then I start to fall, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, one of my best friends, I am going to destroy his life. So I fall. I managed to land on my back, which hurt really bad. Well, at this point, I look up, and there is a light tree that is now teetering toward me. So I'm holding it like this, and I see, and you know what I do? I flip over, and the light tree hits me in the back and knocks me out. But wait, that's not the good thing. Okay, that's humiliating, right?
That is
Most
humiliating.
people would run out crying. Well, I mean, I was knocked out. So they carried me backstage, and we had to finish the show. But you know what? Half an hour later, I came back out. I did one song, and then I couldn't finish it. But I tried. I came back out.
Wow.
Yes, I mean, it's just humiliating when, because people are like, oh, yeah, he thinks he's a rock star. And then you do something like that. It's, but that's why I moved to Alabama.
But is it?
Yeah.
So, well, here's the thing. You're in a position now, like if something humiliating happens, it actually works in your favor because we're transparent with the radio audience and with this audience.
Yeah.
that we just capitalize on any humiliation. Like, I mean, the one time my wiener fell out of my pants at the gym, like that would, in a normal situation, be incredibly embarrassing. But it was like, it gave us something to talk about on the show.
About that on the show.
And it didn't just come out of my pants; it came out at the Christmas play. No, I don't mean like not my thing came out, but like the topic of it. Richard Dixon put it in the play. Not my thing. The topic of
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that turned out good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all in how you look at things. I mean, think about Charlie Sheen. He's got that tiger blood in him, and nothing she said bothered him or changed the way he felt about things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he did some real humiliating things, but he was focused. He blinked, and things changed for him. So he didn't let that humiliation define who he was.
When it comes to humiliation, and I think we talked about this on the last podcast with the Oscars and Jimmy Kimmel and all that, the amount of manly men that they continue to put in dresses and dress up like females.
Not kilts, dresses, like dressy dresses.
Right. I think there's something to it, because I saw a video earlier that goes through the gambit of top male celebrities that they forced to dress in women's clothes. And it can be funny every now and then. Like, you remember when you were in school, high school, and like at the talent show or a pep rally, they'd have your math teacher, he would come out and he's wearing a dress, and everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
But they do it almost seemingly nonstop, as if they're getting off on it, or if it is some sort of initiation to, if you want to continue to be rich and famous, you're going to have to come out here and humiliate yourself by wearing a dress.
Now, is that, and Tony, you help me with this too, is that a psychological thing that this group would use to put them further under their control?
I think so.
Yeah, at the very beginning, there's a big psychological thing if they want to be in the club. But if they want to maintain in the club, see, I've never seen Charlie Sheen wear a dress.
Right.
But if they tell somebody you have to wear a dress in public, and it might be a signal to the other people too that they're still on board. You know,
the list of people. John Cena, Jimmy Fallon, Kevin Hart, Tom Hanks, P. Diddy, Will Ferrell, Jared Leto, Pete Davidson, Michael Strahan, Zac Efron, Kid Cudi, Kurt Cobain, Jaden Smith, Arsenio Hall, The Rock, Dustin Hoffman, Tyler Perry, David Bowie, and a lot of people. I mean, here's the thing. By the way, I don't know if YouTube's going to ding us for this, but we can probably just play it on the small screen. Don't expand it, and maybe they'll give us a pass on that front.
We'll see what happens.
Hang on. So Mrs. Obama.
Oh, please call me Michelle.
Okay, Michelle.
Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay.
Yeah, see, there's so many instances.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me coming over and sitting down. But I've been watching you all evening. And I want to tear you apart.
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah. What advice do you have to parents who have sons that might wear a dress or play with gender norms?
That I don't know. Might wear a dress.
Jaden Smith recently starred in After Earth, but seriously, this outfit is from another planet. The son of Will Smith showed up to the premiere of Justin Bieber's new movie Believe, and the 15-year-old hopefully isn't setting any trends with this. Wearing an alphabet hoodie with what appears to be a skirt with Spanx underneath.
Yeah, look at these. I've met my wife wearing some shoes like this.
Man. Sounds like
About
Hodge
24
twins.
years ago, my wife
I mean, that
was wearing
kid's
them shoes.
messed up, dude.
I was like, man, ain't no dude wearing them shoes unless you, like, Prince.
Yeah,
Look
Prince.
at that. What is that? Is that a shirt?
Only Prince gets a pass.
There's The Rock.
Yeah.
Why are you still putting stuff on my lips?
I'm trying to save them. They're drier than the Sahara.
Yeah, he's well known for that.
Who is that?
Jared Leto.
Oh.
Speaks to the new you. You know, the queen that you really are. The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
Okay. Tom and Peter Scolari, the show's co-star, made the best of the show's premise by employing a lot of improvisation, and although the show's concept may have been a little limp, it was Hanks and Solari's chemistry that gave the show life.
Oh, my God.
Now, you take a hard rapper and you do this to him, there's no way that this guy was like, oh, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Because he's actually, I really like him as an
just
artist.
paid tribute to two of pop culture's biggest icons.
Yeah, like, I've been a fan of the show, and I was totally like, I have to be on board.
Metal boys, shave your head and wear a dress.
Okay. So do we think it's possible that Kurt Cobain was... I mean, Kurt Cobain seems like the type of guy to be like, whatever, you know, I hate life, I hate myself, blah, blah, blah. I mean, is it possible that, you know, Kurt Cobain was forced into a humiliation ritual?
I think it's possible. I remember when he did that, he was at a peak, and there was really no attention-getting reason to do it other than something.
Because, I mean, in order to have music or a song or an artist to just blow up, it's not just that the music's good, because there's music out there that's as equally as good as each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mechanism that gets it to the people.
Yeah.
And that mechanism... is it run by people that says, hey, you know, we got the ability to make you the biggest star of a new genre called grunge, but
the record label,
you got to do this.
Guys.
And they do it, to, like you said, get in their head, form of control. Because, hey, this guy's going to make a lot of money. We need to make sure he understands we control him, we control his money, and we'll give you a little off the top.
And I mean, it's just speculation, but you know what? Maybe it seemed like a good idea to him at first. And when he realized that he had no control, maybe he eventually took his life.
Yeah, I mean, that could be, yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, screw this. I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to deal with this anymore.
They drive, you think about all
secrets.
these child actors and stuff and how bad off they get. You know, we usually attribute that to like sexual abuse from when they were a kid, but it could be the control thing as well that drives them to drug use, suicide, whatever. Man, it's deep.
There's even like overselling out, like Chappelle when he went to Africa, like
yeah.
You know,
yeah, they were pressuring Chappelle. He tells a story with Oprah about a dress, about them wanting him to wear a dress, and he's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not. And he fought him on it. Do we want, before we get out of here, do we want to play your Angry Shakespeare for today? Since you worked so hard to make sure we had that.
I added a little something in there for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So for context, for people that haven't listened to the radio show, we had a segment called Angry Shakespeare where the audience picked a rap song and John Bird had to read it in a Shakespearean voice.
Yes.
Today they picked Just a Friend by Biz Markie.
Yes.
And this, is it a video or is it just audio?
Just play. And you'll
okay,
see.
so we'll just let it right out.
There and then stuff happens.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Tony.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I'd just go on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, "Come to the picture booth, so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof." I asked her name, and she said, blah, blah, blah. I took a couple of flicks, and she was enthused. I said, "How do you like the show?" And she said, I was very amused. I started throwing bass, and she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Then when I asked, "Do ya have a man?" she tried to pretend. She said, "No, I don't. I only have a friend." Come on, I'm not even going for it. This is what I'm gonna sing.
Look at John Bird's face. How excited he is.
You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend.
So I took Blah Blah's word
so
for it
good.
this time.
That is great.
Oh my god.
Well, that is so fun. I was not ready for that. I was not prepared. You did really good at matching that up too.
Dude, that hurt my cheeks.
You want to know what I was waiting for? What I thought was going to happen?
What? And
I was going to literally get out of this chair and crawl under the table. I thought you were going to hit me with Black Betty. Which there's an inside joke there that maybe
that would have been perfect.
Maybe we'll share that one day, or should we?
I don't know if we should. It's been going on for what, almost a year?
Yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah.
Let's wait till after our event because we don't want to end up getting canceled before
Yeah.
our O'Sherry's event. By the way, if you made it to the end of this podcast, we are going to be making a live appearance this Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Tony, if you'll pull me up O'Sherry's website, we're going to be at O'Sherry Pub in Moody, Alabama. John Bird, myself, Tony Gump. It's the line over the line thing. We're very excited to be out here. 2733 Moody Parkway. Again, 6 p.m. The St. Patrick's Day Willie practice day that we're just hanging out with fans. John Bird's going to be playing some live music and everything else, so make sure you hook that up. OSherryPub.com.
I do want to clear something up. Okay, we've been talking about men wearing dresses and humiliation. I'm wearing a kilt. It's actually a kilt.
People are going to get there. They're like, oh, they got John Bird doing a humiliation ritual.
Yeah, this is a kilt. I've got a full outfit because my heritage on one side is Irish, the O'Carroll family. So that night I'm going to be Johnny O'Carroll.
Why don't you be Johnny O'Bird?
Because that's English. And if you remember England and Ireland, they don't get along.
Oh, that's true.
So I've got to go with Johnny O'Carroll.
That's fine. We'll do that. All right, O'Sherry Pub, Saturday. Yes. Be there, be square. Tony Gump, final words.
Meet, sunlight, sleep, water, do them, and be at O'Sherry's on Saturday.
John Bird, final words.
You know, don't let shit bother you. Stay focused on who you are and not what you want to be or what you were. Don't worry about the future. Don't sweat the past. It's all about the here and now.
Bravo. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Well, thank you, John Bird, for those
Thank you.
encouraging words. We're going to get out of here. O'Sherry's Saturday. Make sure you like, subscribe. The one thing we ask y'all to do, comment under this video and all the other videos you watch. And until next time, see you, cuz!